Good morning and welcome to Preparing to Survive and Thrive Homesteading Channel with Charlie B. So I guess you could probably tell what I'm going to be working with today. We've got some bees back here again. Everything's doing really good. When we checked them after everything went crazy and I lost some of the hive, well, I didn't lose them. I guess they requeened themselves, and you can actually take a look at that video. It was the one I made right before this one, so go ahead and take a look at it. We did have a hive that swarmed. It is this one back here. Yeah, I did catch the swarm, but if I get a chance, I will put that video up there and I'll go into tell you in detail what actually happened on that video. But I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag until I decide whether or not to post that video. Okay, so I'm going to get my bee suit on. I'm going to be checking the hives, just the first box, to see if I need to add another one. Now, July is approaching. It's the 25th of June, and after the 4th of July is when I will pull the honey, if we have any honey supers here that I can use and extract any honey from. It is also going into the dark. That means that most of the trees are done blooming. Everything that really has a lot of nectar in it, and pollen even, for the bees. Now, on this property, we have catnip that's just now blooming. But what is blooming right now really good is the clover I have all over the property, whether it's the white clover or the yellow clover, the hairy vetch, and different items. If I can, I'll put some pictures up to show you what the different things are in the order I just spoke about. So let me get my bee suit on and we will be back. I'm going to set you up and see how things are going, and see if I need to add any boxes to this. Okay, so I'm up here with my first hive. This is the one that swarmed. I am not breaking into it, but I am going to just check it to see what's kind of going on in the first two boxes, the honey super and that. And they swarmed right after I did the last video, like 2 days, which was really upsetting. But like I said, we'll show you the video here and let you know what happened to it. Whew. It's getting warm out here, no doubt about that. We're supposed to thunderstorm, and thunderstorms will usually cause bees to get very upset. So I'm trying to do this before it gets actually close to the times that the storms are supposed to be coming in. I would like to actually put you a little closer if possible so you can see these guys. Yep, I might have to do some editing on this video. But here's the top. Oh, we've got bees everywhere up here. Oh, they're in the lid. Let's pray that they're not going to be too upset. I do have some spiders in here and ants again. Bees are not real happy with me. Spiders are not going to be real happy with me either. But at least they're getting some of the ants. Now let's get this lid off. Yes, more ants. This is not good. We've got to get some more ant traps out here. Okay, I had to move you some because the ground's not stable enough. It's not steady enough, nor is it flat enough. So I'm going to try to get you over here where you can see them a little bit better. Let's pray. This time it actually helps. But right now in this hive, they don't seem very aggressive. I know because I'm walking all over them. And that's a good thing. So that means that the queen might have went in, might already be doing it. I actually should be looking at this one better. Bees in there. Right now I'm taking it that they're getting enough food. And So these guys, for this honey super, I'm not going to tear it apart. I'm going to look at the bottom one too. You know what? Since they did swarm, maybe I'll just go ahead and tear them apart. Okay, so I'm going to actually have to probably... Well, this guy is... They're filling up this tray really well. As you can see, they've got... I'll get you over here a little bit better. So this one, they're building comb and filling it with nectar to create honey. And this is good because it's the third box. It's very heavy. And it's not even full when it's heavy. I look underneath of it to make sure there's no queen cups or anything. These guys are full. Uh-oh. They're not real happy with me now. No! That one's definitely a good 40 pounds. So, they're starting to fly around. Hopefully they won't get real aggressive. But I'm going to drop you down so you can see this bottom one. And pray it doesn't fall again. And there we go. Whew, lots of bees. Lots and lots of bees. They're totally filled with honey in this one, I can tell. I'm going to pull out this one to just check it. See, they're filling with nectar. They've got it capped. Some of it's glistening, so it's not completely done yet. Just going to set this guy down. I'm going to go for the innards to see if I have any eggs or anything since they swarmed not too long ago. Should be pretty much about time. If they did, they would still have eggs, and they should already have eggs and larvae. I don't know if they would have any brood capped, and yes, they do. So we're doing good. Lots of eggs, brood, and capped. So that's really good. Really, really good. And pollen. So I'm going to literally be done with this guy here because I'm not pulling out every frame. There is a lot of bees. I'll just shut it up. So they're still getting honey to fill their stores, or nectar, sorry, not honey. They're getting nectar to fill the stores, and that's good. We try to leave some wild stuff grow here on the property. Like we have wild catnip, we have thistles, which are not the most fun things to play with, but, well, we don't play with them, but you get my drift, to have around. Okay, so this one's really heavy. Okay, now I usually put the feeder in the second box. So this guy actually seems pretty happy. think one poor bee lost her life. But we're doing good, and that's what we want. Now, I have my towel on to cool me off, and I also put some peppermint on me to help keep me cool a little bit. Oh, I'm breaking the honey frames. The honey's actually rolling out along with lots of bees. Lots of capped honey and uncapped, or nectar, which will turn into honey. Just going to go ahead and sit this guy down here. Let's check to see if we have any babies in here. I definitely would like to see both boxes with cat brood and eggs and stuff like that. Okay. So far, this one is just capped honey. Not liking the signs of that. They should have a lot more brood in there, but that's all right. Like I said, they swarmed, so we're not really sure. At least I know they have a queen, and she's doing very well. Okay, well, they're filling up the stores here, but yeah, I guess she's just laying in the bottom one. Alrighty. So we have eggs and brood and larvae in the bottom one, but nothing on the second box, and that's okay. They're doing very well. Lots of bees still, and they're happy because they're not attacking me. I'm going to put the other box on. I know I always say I'm not going to get into these, and I always get into them. But I'm only checking this one really good because it did swarm. Hey, now they're pissed off at me. So I pulled out one frame, or to just so I can separate them and take a look at them. Now this box is nowhere near being filled. I don't understand why they swarmed. I don't know. Okay. So these guys are drawing out the comb. They just kind of forgot half the spot. But let's see, are they going to move up into this one? Hey, guess what? If you look right down here, I'm hoping I can get it right down here. We actually have larvae and eggs. So she is laying up in this one too. She might have been laying in the other one, and I just didn't look at it enough. So, but she's moving up. They happen to do that. Now, when winter comes, if she's laying up high, I'm going to switch the boxes around. Lots of honey in here, nectar. Ooh, I just stomped on one by accident. Hopefully it wasn't the queen. Okay, yes, this one is just full of honey and nectar, and that's awesomeness. So they got the capped honey and everything. So I'm going to get this guy back in here and leave him alone. That's awesome that she's also laying on the top one. More babies. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we ended up with 2 queens in here, but I'm not about ready to search. Okay, put this guy in here. So far so good. She's doing very well. Thriving hive. Uh-oh, they're not happy now. Okay, so this is the honey super. I doubt it will fill up before I go to extract honey. I know it's not going to, but right now it's kind of actually just cooling the hive down. It's helping to get some of the heat up because it's very hot and very muggy out here. So now what they're doing here is they're actually starting to draw out some on the comb. Some of this is already old, but that's all right because it's usable. And they're cleaning it up and making sure it's good, and then they'll just go ahead and start putting the comb and beeswax, that is, into the other ones that need it. There's our first one done. This one swarmed. At least we think it did. But it has a lot of bees in there, which we'll discuss that one. Hopefully on the swarm video. Okay, so I'm turning, there's a hole right here. I'm turning it towards the back now to let more air flow to get through in. It will go through the back and through the front because the door is in the front. Okay, and today I'm bringing out more ant traps. Put this baby back together. Okay, we're going to take you over to the other one here. Just give me a moment to get over there. Okay, let's bring you over. So you notice I always try to walk around the back of the hives. It's because the bees don't like you to walk around their front door. So right over there, that purple flower, that's hairy vetch. Cows like to eat it, but it will take over the whole world if you allow it. Okay, now this one we're going to see if we need to put another top on it. I'm going to pull you down. Let's pray that it doesn't fall. Oh shit. Ants, 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 ants. I'm really going to have to go get another top and lid to get rid of these guys. So I'm trying to get the ants and the eggs scraped off of this guy. And now the ants are all over me. I'm definitely getting ant traps out here today. It's too far along in the summer for me to be switching things around because it's harder to get the bees off when there's so many of them. Okay, this guy has plenty of room from what I can see. And I'm not going to check on it at this moment. I'm hoping that it's okay. Yeah, okay, I'm going to check on it. I don't really need to check on it. So I'll pull this off so you can at least see one frame from the top. They still have plenty of room. And this is pretty much a top empty frame. So we're doing good. I don't need to add another box to it. They are working on it and they are starting to fill it. Now, if I put another one on, I might do it for the fall when we get a fall flow in. So that one's just it. So we got them filling nectar and everything else like this. This will definitely be one of the ones when the dark starts that I will have to definitely feed on at least every 2 weeks. But we also have buckwheat that will be coming back on. The neighbor and I both planted it, so they'll have that food. And my catnip is starting to bloom, but has not. So that will help feed them also. So let's get this guy closed up. Because right now I'm just checking to make sure they are having lots and lots of room so they can eventually put in babies. Now this guy has a lot of bees coming out of it. And so it should be fine. The queen should be fine. They should have plenty of eggs and brood in the bottom. But like I said, they're a smaller hive. But we're not going to totally rip it apart because these thunderstorms are looking like they're wanting to come in. And if they weren't queen happy, then they would be more aggressive. So we'll just have to let it go and see what's going to happen. Let's bring you over here to the blue hive. Now this is the one. Yeah, I'm going to give you a little look-see around. Let's see if this guy is going to need anything else. Now if this one looks like it's getting really full, I could put oops, trying to fall. Let's get you turned around a little bit more. Well, isn't that just fine and dandy? Okay. So the queens seem to be very happy. The bees do. I keep dropping my smoker. Now, when the Darth does hit, the bees will get very angry and very loud because they're not getting the food. And if I don't feed them, then the queen will stop laying. And she will lay with being fed sugar water. I want these hives to go through winter. I'm going to do my best to keep it going. Okay. Alrighty, so let's see here. Okay, well, lots of bees up here. Now, this was the one that was brooding really bad the other day. So they're either hot or they want more room. They actually have more than enough room. They just have a little bit of the honey in here. They have more frames empty. They only have 2 frames that I see where they have actually started to fill. And I can actually bring you down here so you can see a little bit better. So this one is, they're filling this one up and they're filling this one up. But the rest of them are completely empty. So I'm not even going to pull them out and check. They're doing good. I'm happy. And we're going to move on to the next one. So I guess they were just hot. They have plenty of room to grow and have more babies. And this one I'm also going to flip the hole around. Well, this one doesn't have a hole. So I'll have to put some popsicle sticks here the next time around. And more, oops, they're not going to be happy. More ants. It's very hot out here. I am literally soaking wet from sweat. So I do not like to be in the hive so much that I'm going to take the chance of killing the queen or disrupting the hive. And I usually can tell because I've been doing this for several years, like since 2018, that I usually know when something's going wrong. And that's what makes me sad because I usually know when something is going to go wrong. Yes, I'm moving you around. See if I can get this right here. Nope, we're not going to get it there. Next really good rainstorm we have. Let me turn you around a little bit. We are going to, I'm going to weed eat a little bit more or get down there and pull out this one plant that is called dock. You can make flour out of the seeds. Okay. See how this baby's doing. Okay, so the honey super is the one that I am determining whether or not they're filling. So this guy does not need another honey super, and I don't think I'm going to get any honey out of this hive this year. I will show you what I mean. Since they swarmed and queen lost a queen and I didn't catch them, I'm guessing that it's taking them a long time to get built back up because they had massive amounts of bees before they disappeared or lost their queen or whatever they did, requeened or, but they're okay. So they're just starting to put some nectar in here. So, yep, we're not going to have any honey this year, which pretty much sucks. Now I could probably literally pull one of the bigger boxes that I expect the bees to live in, but I will not do that. I'd rather go without honey. So, which really bites. But I could always just take a frame from each hive and twirl it out just to get a little bit. It's going to be bad. I'm going to look down here, see if she's moving up to the third one. I'm seeing lots and lots of nectar in here. Hopefully you can see these guys pretty good. They're definitely doing some great wax here. Now, if I see that they're doing good before I feed them, I might go ahead and pull out some if they don't have any bee babies living in one of these frames down below. If they have any good capped honey. Okay. Nectar. It's just starting to nectar. I feel sorry for these guys when they swarm, because I always worry that they're going to die because they'll get somewhere where somebody's spraying pesticides, or they'll go somewhere and not be able to have a good home. Oh, this one's full of honey. It's good and capped too. There's a couple other ones down there, but they have not really hit the honey super. But right now I'm not seeing any babies. It's all nectar. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go ahead and steal one before. I know that sounds horrible, doesn't it? But sometimes I do like to have a little bit of honey. So we'll be back out around the 4th of July to check them again to see if I can pull anything off. So far I don't have any eggs or larvae up here, so that's okay. Lots of honey though. But if I'm feeding them, I might just go ahead and pull some. Be a bad bee mommy. Okay, I have one very pissed off bee right now. So, okay. Let's get this other one back in. Then I'm going to run in and get some ant traps. I try to do things as naturally as possible, but I'm not going to let ants take over my hive. If I have to put ant traps out once a month or even more, I'll do it. There's also, you can sprinkle cinnamon in and around the hives also. That will supposedly deter the ants, but they did deter them in my garden. Now, I've got a bucket of honey in there that I have actually had in there for 2 years. I don't know if it's crystallized or anything. It's been totally sealed and doing very well. And I'm going to check that to see if I can actually extract it. Might do a little video on that one. Or not extract it, jar it. Oops. Yes, this right here, they have propolis stuck on everything, and that's a good thing, because that helps seal their home. It's like us locking doors. So, well, there you have it. If I'm going to get honey, I'm going to have to actually take from the bigger big boxes, and that wouldn't hurt them, especially if I'm feeding them. And I would literally pull off this, because once I start feeding them, I take the honey supers away, because I won't be able to let them fill up for fall and extract any honey from there with all the buckwheat and everything coming on. Sometimes I get some, sometimes I don't. Last year, I just let this beehive have everything that they had did. So, well, there you have it. I'm going to get this lid back on. I don't have to do any other work other than find some ant traps. So we'll be back in a minute. Well, there you have it. Nobody needed anything, so, and everybody's doing fine. I'm very happy. So nobody attacked me, no stings. That's awesome. So I'm going to go get this hot bee suit off and drink a bunch of water, because I am sweated wet. So remember, if you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Charlie B signing out. I'll be hoping to see you soon.